Hello PPMO ecosystem. Let's be all aware of the smoke screens being created by Home Affairs. The department has been doing PR with Emetoso case, Chidima and Mother. But on the other hand, Leon Scheiber is busy fast-tracking 1,400,000 foreigners to get full citizenship. We told you years ago the reason they were giving work permits and other documentation similar to SA citizen ID, making it hard to distinguish citizen versus foreigner. What is happening today is what we told you years ago. Let's acknowledge these millions were not given SA documentation for scarce skills. Fact. But for the following categories, making the process flawed. Illegal. Political influence misuse. E.g. Mandela impressing his girlfriend and giving Mozambique relatives SA documentation. The other presidents and political figures doing favors or paying exile debt. Can also include business interests in those countries in exchange for access to SA economy. But all driven by personal enrichment with no benefit to SA. Business influence misuse. Using their money to instruct politicians and officials to document certain individuals. Typical example is those Zimbabweans who assisted business to try a regime change in Zimbabwe. That entire operation was managed in SA. But increase risk, if they can turn against their countries. They will not hesitate to turn against SA citizens. Clear corruption. Where individuals and syndicates compromised the system and staff, therefore foreigners were able to get different forms of documentation. Which now Leon admits was given before his time, but still giving them citizenship. That is treason. Because there was no vetting and process was flawed. This was just self-enrichment to power and Home Affairs officials. Lamola claims these 49 refugees were vetted. That's a lie. If that was the case, we would know following minimum information. Where did they work? Did they own or rent a farm? When was their farm expropriated? What did they farm? How much did they harvest last 10 years, etc. Seeking to understand the impact on country. Media has failed to share such information either. Why? So to ensure that fast-tracking these millions is not treason. Home Affairs must create an online system that scores all these people. Only those who make the criteria get considered. Because this looks like buying votes by the DA. By giving these millions they hope they will vote DA. That is treason. The process must be transparent and let us the public know why they should be given citizenship. The state has failed citizens of the country but seek to add more numbers to a crumbling infrastructure. That makes no sense. Stop that process, Leon Scheiber, or account when we remove ANC.